starts now.
Breaking news, a suspect is in custody after an officer was shot in Georgia. What we know about the case and why North Carolinians were alerted.
We need to ask every congregation to step up and pick a school.
Plus a call to action, how a local church is helping students and staff in the wake of Winston-Salem Forsyth County's budget crisis. And the Panthers season continues today. A look at the matchup and how they can bounce back from an opening week loss. Good morning. Thank you all so much for waking up with us. It is 8:01 on the dot here on this Sunday Fun Day. I'm Adrianna Hargrove, joined by meteorologist Dylan Hudler. And I gotta say, please teleport us to the beach because it looks good out there.
The beach? We've got everything we need right here.
Oh.
Regardless,
Okay.
I mean, it's nice all across the board.
It feels nice.
It does. It feels really nice. Yesterday was a beautiful start to the weekend, and we should pick up right where we left off and kind of keep that going right on through our Sunday. I don't think today is quite as blue and sunny as it was yesterday. We'll likely have a few more clouds passing overhead from time to time, but still a nice, dry, warm end to the weekend. It's not until the middle of the week, maybe Tuesday and Wednesday, until rain chances return, and even then, we could use a little bit of rain. So not a bad forecast at all. Upper 40s, low 50s, a little on the chilly side there for the high country this morning. We're starting cool and refreshing in the Triad. Temperatures in the mid and upper 50s for most folks in the Piedmont. You might want a light jacket on your way to church this morning, maybe brunch. Mostly sunny to start, and then we start to see more of a mix of sun and clouds later today as an area of disturbed weather off the coast kind of throws some clouds our direction. We'll have highs in the low 80s today. Yesterday we were at 80. Today I think we make it to 82 or 83, so even a little bit warmer. And of course this time of year going into mid-September, usually very busy in the tropics, and things are starting to perk up. Keeping an eye on this tropical wave in the eastern Atlantic. You see here this red shaded area, now a high chance of becoming our next tropical system. We'll let you know where it's headed and what it could become coming up.
Dylan, thank you. Breaking overnight, Georgia authorities say they've arrested a 26-year-old man accused of shooting a police captain. The ensuing manhunt led to a blue alert being sent to phones across the Triad. Police say they brought Timothy Ramsey into custody around 6 o'clock yesterday evening. He's charged with aggravated assault with intent to kill a law enforcement officer. Now, investigators believe Ramsey shot McKaysville Police Captain Brantley Worley in the face while he was responding to a service call Friday night. At last check, Captain Worley remains in critical condition. Now to Davie County, where a teenager is being held in jail without bond this morning, accused of making threats against a Kentucky university. Deputies say 18-year-old Michael Tedder made violent threats toward the University of Louisville. He's charged with one count of communicating a threat of mass violence on educational property. Two teens are recovering this morning after they were shot at a high school football game in Edgecombe County. The rivalry game between Tarboro High and Southwest Edgecombe was nearing the end of the third quarter when shots rang out Friday night. Deputies say a 17-year-old boy and 16-year-old girl were injured in the shooting. Both are expected to recover at this time. Now, so far, there's been no word on what led up to that shooting or if any arrests have been made.
I've been here for so long, and this game brings like a lot of pride to our whole entire community, and to have an incident like this obviously is a black eye about our community.
The sheriff's office and school districts say they're reviewing safety and security procedures to prevent this violence from happening again. The Cornelius Police Department is mourning the loss of an officer this morning. Department officials say Officer Gabriel Steinbach was riding his bike with his wife in Concord yesterday afternoon when he was hit by a vehicle. He passed away from his injuries. Now, Steinbach was sworn into service at the end of last year after he was hired as a cadet through the basic law enforcement training program. Police did not share any additional information about the crash. Developing in Guilford County, Greensboro police say at least one person is hurt after a crash on Highway 29 at North Cone Boulevard. Now, the northbound lanes were forced to close for around 2 hours as crews worked to clear the scene. Police have not shared any details about the extent of the injuries. We've reached out to authorities and are waiting for more information. And Greensboro police are also trying to find out what caused the crash on Business 85 at Rehoboth Church Road. All northbound lanes closed last night around 10 p.m. We're told they reopened around 4 o'clock this morning. Now, there's no word on if anyone was hurt or what led to that crash as either. Utah County Attorney Jeff Gray says his office plans to file charges against a man accused of killing conservative activist Charlie Kirk on Tuesday. That's also when 22-year-old Tyler Robinson is expected to make his first court appearance. Now, according to an affidavit, Robinson is expected to face several charges, including aggravated murder. And the late conservative commentator is expected to be memorialized a week from today. A public service is being held at State Farm Stadium in Kirk's home state of Arizona. It's hosted by Turning Point USA, the organization he helped start. Major General Joseph McNeil has been laid to rest in his birthplace of Wilmington. Friends, loved ones, and city leaders gathered yesterday afternoon to pay their respects at Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church. McNeil is remembered as a member of the A&T4, a group that took a stand for civil rights by sitting down at the whites-only F.W. Woolworth's lunch counter. Now, during the service, speakers shared stories about McNeil's life, noting his call to service and bravery to fight for equal rights.
General McNeil made his country proud. He made his community proud, and he made me proud to be a Wilmingtonian.
He will be remembered for his warm smile, heartfelt laughter, willingness to help anyone in need, and the quiet strength that inspired all who knew him.
McNeil was laid to rest at Pine Forest Cemetery in Wilmington. He was 83 years old. Now, you can watch that full service right now on our YouTube page. There you will find our previous coverage of McNeil's impact on the sit-in movement here in the Triad, including a one-on-one interview with him from 2010. Tomorrow, Winston-Salem-Forsyth County schools will be closed for students as educators work to pick up the pieces following a reduction in force that left more than 200 employees without a job. Now, as the district continues work to tackle its ongoing budget crisis, a local church is stepping in to support teachers and students. The congregation is adopting a nearby middle school and is encouraging other churches and institutions to do the same. WXII 12's Kelly Kendall spoke with the pastor about how the community can make a difference in this challenging moment.
It is time for the people of faith to step up.
A call to action from Winston-Salem pastor John Jackman amid Winston-Salem-Forsyth County Schools budget crisis. The church he leads, Trinity Moravian, was alarmed by the district's tens of millions of dollars of debt and wanted to help.
At first, we were throwing up our hands and saying that, we can't make a dent in that size of debt.
They decided if you can't tackle a big problem, tackle a smaller one.
The natural thing seemed for us to adopt Conoke Middle School. It used to be called Philo Hill.
Jackman says for years, other Moravian churches have focused their support and resources by adopting nearby elementary schools. He says it made Conoke Middle, just minutes away from the church, the perfect adoptee.
A lot of the children in this neighborhood go to that school, so we have a responsibility, I think, to fix it for them. The children are not to blame for this. The teachers are not responsible for this problem, but they're the ones that are on the front line having to figure out how to make bricks without straw, as happened in the Old Testament.
The church is working on different ways to support the school, but it's starting with a morale boost. Members will be writing personalized notes to every teacher and staff member.
I don't know a teacher that doesn't feel that it's a calling. And a situation like this makes them feel unsupported, uncared for, and it's a stress and a challenge in an already stressful occupation. And so we think that personal touch is going to help a little bit, at least.
This isn't all the church is doing. It's also issuing a challenge to every other church, synagogue, and mosque in Forsyth County.
These are the schools your children go to. So we need to ask every congregation to step up and pick a school. It's pretty easy. What school district are you in? Go adopt that school.
In Winston-Salem, Kelly Kendall, WXII 12 News.
And other local community organizations are stepping up to help impacted educators as well. Tomorrow, Galilee Missionary Baptist Church in Winston-Salem is hosting a job fair. It's from 10 to 1. Now, church leaders say they have many companies and school districts signed up to attend and are looking for more employers to participate. Up next, from hard hits to high notes, a look at this former college football star's next chapter and how he's using opera music to help kids in his community. Plus, turn it up to 11 because Spinal Tap is back. A look at their return to the big screen and more in Hollywood Minute up next.